Ah, the wrong button. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all you out there in the beautiful multiverse. It is I, the Frosty Matza, joined here today by Siren. Gonna move you slightly over. Hi, Sleepy Dan, and hi, Dirty Dingo. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, yeah, I should check our broadcast signal, but I think we're broadcasting at exactly 936 different universes. Yeah, not all of them though. Yeah, I'm getting better at the spell, but it's still a bit weak, as you can tell by its chaotic state in that orb over there. But yes. Yeah, that... Yeah, they have to study, like, they're like the ultimate, like, you know that motto, like, 10,000 hours to master something? That's wizards. I think, technically by, your dimension standards, I think I'm technically a druidess / warlock. But, oh, oh, I broke it. I broke it. Okay.
Hello?
Okay, it's fixed.
Hello?
Thank you, Sleepy Dan.
Hi, Dan. Hi, everybody.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
sorry, gamers.
The scuff is proven.
I missed all of you. I'm sorry, gamers. That wasn't intentional.
I knew I missed something. I always miss something, right?
Man.
And one of them was getting your voice in calibration.
That's okay. We figured it out eventually. That's what's important.
At least it wasn't that time that I streamed for like 5 or 10 minutes and my mic was muted. I feel like everyone has that story though.
Hey, we all have those days.
It's all had those days. But yes, thankfully, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Sleepy Dan, for telling us so quickly. It's always something. It's always that. I always forget the call bit because I'm so not used to the fact that sometimes it works if you don't like readjust it, and sometimes it doesn't, and that's what always like fucks me. Like,
Yeah.
I always forget it. Yes, welcome in everyone.
Hello.
For anyone that's new, over on the couch is my familiar Bartholomew. He is my wonderful cell phone mod. He will also sometimes read out your messages aloud if you spend the mushy coins to call him. But yeah, he's over there on his phone. I also don't know how he got a phone, but he did. Not the weirdest thing he's acquired. I stopped questioning it a very long time ago. Especially too since he somehow has the ability to pull things from behind him out into the material world.
He bought it on eBay.
Oh. What's eBay?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. What's Comic-Con?
Huh?
Oh no, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse reference. Save it for Comic-Con. What's Comic-Con?
Yeah. You don't want to know.
Hi Punkiest. I'm okay.
Yo.
And hi Dirty Dingo. Good morning. It is technically just past morning for me, but fuck time zones. It's morning everywhere.
Hello.
It's the morning if you wake up then. It's the morning when you wake up, right? If it's 3 p.m, it's still morning because you just woke up. Bartholomew is dope. Thank you. He's been my little buddy for like... he's been my little buddy for years now.
What a cute little pal.
Yeah, he's made himself canonical in multiple forms. He has a D&D form, a Pathfinder form, and Dreaming form.
Oh, neat.
He has acquired many things over the time, including a penchant for knives.
Ah,
And stealing.
that's fun.
Yeah,
Good for him. I'm glad he's got hobbies.
yeah, and he also is an artist. Actually, he's actually a really good artist.
Really, you don't say. I
Yeah,
would have never guessed.
yeah. So I write journals of things I encounter, and he's my artist, and like genuinely,
Hmm.
and I'm not saying this because he's my familiar. He's genuinely really good.
That's cute. That's really
If
cool.
I had to give him a number out of 20, he averagely gets like a 17,
Uh-huh.
which made it so that he is now trained with
Train with what?
with the Carticulars kit. I can't speak. He can paint.
Cartographer?
Yes. I can't speak. Okay. Oh, it's morning because I work nights. Fair do.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast we had one, but what about a second breakfast? What about a third breakfast?
Would love breakfast.
Fuck. I haven't had breakfast. Probably should.
Mm-hmm. Please consume some amount of food
I will today. I definitely will.
today.
Yes. Okay, I will consume food in the next hour or two, okay?
That's, you know what, fair.
I will be ordering something on Uber because there's a my family wants to get something. I think we're getting donburi.
What's that?
It's like a sushi bowl.
Oh, neat.
I think that's the easiest way to describe it. It's got
I love
rice,
sushi so much.
rice and salads, and like I get teriyaki tofu on mine.
Mmm.
But yeah, it's quite
That's
nice.
cool.
Um.
That sounds nice.
Okay. Oh, I got. Okay, let's see. Honestly, I eat breakfast burritos more often than most other things. Fuck, I want a breakfast. I had a
I
breakfast
love
burrito.
breakfast burritos.
One of my favorite midnight snacks to have is getting like old tortillas out of the fridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting some of my seeing some cheese, some like chipotle sauce and jalapenos, and microwaving it till it's all like melty,
Mm-hmm.
and then I eat it like a goblin at 2 a.m. You know.
Hell yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Um, I should eat something before work. You should, Dirty Dingo. You shouldn't do what I'm doing, which is not eating before streaming.
Yeah, for real though, you should be eating.
I
if you
should have
can.
eaten. If you want to eat to heal up quickly, go consume food, sleep with foods, and hydrate. I will definitely do that. I promise. I think I actually, speaking of my tattoo, I will do a tattoo talk and shot off. That's the point of today's stream. I think I woke up touching it. Like I woke up to myself like caressing it. Because I was like, I think it's one of those things, you know, when you wake up and you don't like fully wake up, so your brain's weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure I woke myself up by like touching it.
Brain fog every day. I feel that.
But yes. Oh, and I'm going out with friends to ramen and sushi bar for my birthday in a week. So, oh, nice.
Oh, yes.
I need to find.
I love ramen.
I make homemade ramen a lot. I want to try like real ramen, but the problem is I don't know if many places. I'm sure there is places. Don't know where I am, but I want to find a place that does vegan ramen because
Mm-hmm.
the doshi is not vegan. It's very not vegan. I don't know. I mean, it might be one of those things because my family does want to take a trip to Japan someday. When I say someday, that's like fucking 5 years in the future, right?
At least for you, it's presumably a little bit cheaper than it is for me.
Yeah. But I want to try like real authentic ramen, but the problem is, it definitely definitely breaks a few things for me.
Oh,
That was just because it has like bone broth and
right. Usually,
yeah, and then fish.
Yeah.
But it might be a thing that I do like, you know, ignore and try once. I mean, sometimes I do that with things. I'm like, I'll try the local thing and like break my thing for a while. It's not like I'm in Scott Pilgrim where being vegan gives me superpowers, you know?
No, it does not.
If it gave me
Sadly, when it's
superpowers, I would never break it.
of course.
But since it
I
doesn't,
feel like that's kind of an implied addition to the rules.
Yeah, but since it's not, and like if I'm traveling, I'm like, I'm gonna try the local food even if it breaks it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I applied for a magic benefit, like for MTG. For their placement program, and if I win, I get a money to go Amsterdam.
Oh, what? Nice.
Yeah, so hopefully, I'm hoping I get it. I don't know if I will, but if I go there, I'm gonna try the local food, even if it breaks my veganism. Like, I'm in fucking
Mhm.
Amsterdam, right? Fuck it.
Exactly.
Also, I'll be able to see what vegan food they have there too. I could teach how to make broth for ramen and veggie. Ooh,
I was gonna say, yeah, there's got to be some good stuff.
I'm
You
sure
do like a
there's
miso base.
miso. Funny thing about that, I love miso, but I really don't like miso soup.
Oh,
Like
that's fair. However, I'm sure there's gonna be something that would fit the bill for you.
yeah, I've had it. My family, there's this place we go to sometimes that, if you order in person, they give you a free miso
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
a takeaway cup.
Ton of places like that near here. Near here.
And I tried it, and I'm like, holy shit, it's so salty.
Case, you know what? Fair. Some of them are pretty salty.
It was one of
It
those.
depends.
It was one of those things that made me feel like I was drinking seawater, like just because like the salt
Yeah.
intake was that. I was like, no, can't do it. I don't care what it tastes like. I could feel like my lips drying out while drinking.
Ugh.
Also
Oh, no.
veggie broth is easy ramen, not all ramen is bone broth. Okay, fair. I am I mean I am obviously uneducated. I try my best with food, but Japanese food is
Mhm.
very new to me and my family. We're very more with veganizing Indian food and Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
Like we make a butter chicken that's vegan, and I always joke that it doesn't have butter and it doesn't have chicken, so it's generic orange curry 382. But yeah, I actually make vegan ramen all the time.
Y'all got me hungry for ramen now. This is not right. This is not fair.
It's not fair. What do you have miso in? We do use it in some recipes. I can't think off the top of my head because we have a thing of miso in my fridge. I'm trying to remember what we use it in usually. I'm very sorry. Ever since yesterday, ever since the
Nope.
tattoo, my brain is addled.
Nah, you don't worry about it.
I will say I can't remember off the top of my head. I know there's recipes we do use that have miso in it because we have miso in the fridge. I just can't remember. Cook so many things. I think we use it in some stews. Maybe. Curries. I can't remember. Ethiopian food is really good and plenty is vegan. Okay, I will look into that. Ethiopian food. Food.
I'm
This
just getting hungry.
is just turning into that thing you're talking about with the food talk.
Mm-hmm. I'm just hungry.
I'm hungry too now. I wasn't hungry before, which is why I didn't eat.
I literally ate like minutes ago, and I'm hungry now.
I was like, I should probably eat before stream, but I'm not that hungry. Now we've just been talking about good quality food, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, I'm getting hungry.
It eats away at you.
I was talking about that actually. Sorry about that with Raya. I don't know why this reminded me of this conversation, but we were watching I have just a random thing where I'm hanging with people where we're just watching stuff. I just randomly open shorts because of just my brain. And one of them's like how to improve like your rice at home, like how to make it more restaurant quality. And one of the tips was don't use white rice, use flavored rice like basmati or jasmine rice. And I sat
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense.
I sat there and I'm like, there's white rice.
What?
And yeah, that's what she's like. I'm like, you can get
What?
rice that's not basmati or jasmine.
Yeah, that's like.
That's what my family's brought my entire life. We've only ever brought jasmine or basmati rice.
I mean, that's fair. I do prefer jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is my preferred choice.
But like, I didn't know you could just buy unflavored white rice.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the best, but it's.
It was just funny to me because it's one of those things. I'm like, oh, that's a thing. But yeah, no.
It's making me want udon really bad. I love udon.
Am I gonna end stream and make fucking Indomie ramen later? Probably.
Y'all, udon noodles are the best though. I'm gonna be real with you. Ramen's cool, but udon's where the money is.
A ramen and manga shop sounds like a great idea. I mean, I, like every other queer individual, want to someday open up a cafe bookshop because that's apparently like such a common dream.
He's pretty typical from what I'm aware.
Yeah, I want to open a cafe, a vegan, gluten-free cafe with bookshop attached to it, and we have a fat cat in there. Buy a nice scone or a pastry and sit down and read a new book. Sounds classic. I can be your pastry chef.
Classic for a reason.
I'd love that. But yeah. So I need to start book club. I will
A book club.
Yeah, one of my ideas for a stream. I have two ideas for related books. One of them is book club, where once a month, we all come together and talk about books we've read, like either having guests on or, just me and chat. And the thing is too, I will like openly declare what book or books I'm reading. Other people can read them, but it's not like a book club where you have to read the book. It's more just we all try and read one book a month to encourage us to all read more.
Okay.
Because I know it's a common sentiment that everyone's like, oh, I used to read so much as a kid. Now I never read. You're like, yeah, okay, book club. We all read one book a month. That's 12 books a year. That's so good.
Pretty good.
So there's that. And then the other one, does manga count? Manga absolutely counts in my class.
There you go.
Manga counts. I ain't gonna be the teacher that says no. It has to be a book of a certain size, and it has to be by like an actual author. So you can't read like Rick Riordan. I said his name out loud. The Percy Jackson author.
I don't know his name. I'll be honest with you.
It's Rick Rio. I've never said his name out loud, and it's one of those things that you realize you've never said a word out loud, so you have no idea how to actually say it. But like, like I'm not going to be that teacher because those teachers are annoying.
No, those are not the kind of people I like to associate myself with.
It's especially annoying too with me because I'd be like reading fantasy and like, no, you can't read fantasy. You must read this. And then, like, one of my teachers forced us to read Of Mice and Men. Riordan, that person.
Oh boy. Of Mice and Men, what a novel concept.
I don't like the book. I flat out will publicly say that I don't like the book. I've seen a movie of it. The movie version actually works really well because it's easier to understand. But getting a bunch of teenagers to read a book that's 100 years old, that also is in old-timey English, but also has slang from a specific region and a specific like work thing. It's like I read it 3 times in a row and I could not understand it, like the intricacy.
Oh lord.
Like I could understand the general plot, but I could not like get deeper than that. And I would like openly told my teacher this book is terrible. I don't care if it's classic.
Get him.
I mean, I have started arguments in university classes about this. Okay, like
as you should.
I mean, I think I've said this. I'm an English major, or English and sociology. I've had to do. And one thing I really hate about a lot of English majors is they really like believe the classics are the greatest thing ever and nothing ever is better than that, and that
oh my god,
yeah, I hate that in like elitism thought process.
The motherfucker comes up to me and tells me Catcher in the Rye is a good book, I'm gonna tell him that they are objectively incorrect.
Like one of my things, I had to take a class that was like studying Shakespearean works, right? And I'm gonna be honest, it's actually really hard to read Shakespeare considering it's supposed to be a play. I still love I read what's the one that's about Cleopatra?
That's a great question, actually.
I'm looking it up. What's it called? Antony and Cleopatra, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I love it because it's another one of the that sort of trope of I can't believe I forgot his most famous work's name. That's how fucked up my brain is. I can't remember his most famous love story. Shakespeare's most famous love story book. I
like some Shakespeare, but it's very hard to parse now.
But I mean, it works better as a play, so it's really weird to read. But I love his whole I love reading Antony and Cleopatra because the way I sum it up is like, hey, Antony, so like you're like one of the 3 leaders of like Rome, and can you like come back from like Egypt and like do your job? And he's like, yo, I met this really, really, really hot person, okay? Have you met? Oh, fuck, she's so hot and cool. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to hang out here. And then everything went to shit.
I mean, Mark Antony was not very good at his job, from what little I'm aware of.
Yeah, but it's
He
really
was good at He was good at his actual job, which was keeping getting Mark Antony paid and in power.
yeah, but it's just really funny. And then the book ends in the classic. They all die. The end.
True.
I'm
and
gonna pretend to
sadly real.
I'm gonna pretend to kill myself to make Anthony like jealous or upset, and then Anthony like actually like gets himself killed, and then she kills herself,
Oh,
and then
lonely.
the end. But yeah, I had an argument because like one of the classes was like Shakespeare stuff, and the teacher
Mhm.
made one of the most controversial takes of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Pride and Prejudice?
I am aware of it. I have not read it.
She said the character in the book, Mr. Darcy, is the perfect example of a man in books. That is what
Because-
women would want to have as their man in their relationship. That Mr. Darcy's that perfect romantic interest.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a take, and I argued
I don't.
with her for 30 minutes on it.
I am woefully underqualified to have an opinion on this.
It's because he's like rich and handsome and smart and all that shit.
Oh, it's one of those kinds of.
But he's also an asshole at the
definitions.
start of the book. He's also a jerk for a bit, okay? I'm just like, not everyone cares if their partner has money.
No, I think most people would prefer to, have someone they actually love and care about.
And I'm like, again, looks isn't everything. It's how, like, it's like all these things. She was making an objective statement, and I'm like, you cannot make an objective statement about romantic interest.
Yeah, it's just make an objective statement about something that's 100% subjective.
And I was like, just because you want to bang Mr. Darcy, like, doesn't mean everyone else wants to. But yeah, I had a full-on, like, half an hour debate with her on it, and then the class ended, and I never went back to that class.
You know what? Me too. I'd feel like I'm not actually going to learn anything here.
One of my things I didn't like about my English diploma is it's focused so much on old literature.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, you know what? There's a good idea that there's no class for that would work with old literature. It's like comparing old literature to modern literature and how writing has evolved over like the last couple centuries.
Yeah.
Like that's like such a basic concept, and that was not a class. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got to
That's
take.
something I hadn't thought of.
Yeah, I was just like, but it's just more like this class focuses on 18th century writing. This class focuses on 19th century writing. This class focuses on 20th century. It's like anything focused on anything in the last like 40 years. Like the 20th century one only focused on like before World War II, right, basically.
I wonder why.
But then I got to do classes
Well,
like sci-fi and fantasy, so I can't complain. You ever just get to take a class and be a nerd?
Oh my god.
I got a 95 for the entire class, and the dean wrote me a letter saying he was proud of me and shit.
There you go.
And I'm like, I didn't lose my
It's
nerd.
not always about the money, Spider-Man.
It's about the
Mets,
Mets,
baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Thank you, Vada, for resubscribing for 5 months. It's already 5
It's not
months.
always about the money.
Oh, need to resubscribe.
The Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Hype train started.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Hell yeah.
We have acquired caffeine.
I should get caffeine, actually.
Yeah, okay. A lot of things happened. Hype train started. Ad break started. Oh, we also got a Frosty Tools. 2 resubscribes, 5 months. It's been 5 months. You're making me feel old. I consider myself still a baby VTuber. I debuted like nearly 6 months ago.
Crazy to think about how long ago it already feels like it is.
It doesn't feel that long, but then I watched.
We beat our all-time high level of 2.
I'm gonna hide behind Sarah and...
No. Hey. Okay, fine. I'll do it. If she's not gonna do it, I'll do it. Pardon. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. It's very nice of you. Look at all these people. I recognize some of these people.
It's really funny because when you talk, you go see-through for a second.
Uh-huh.
So you can pop out and see me for like half a second.
So if I, just
Okay, I'm
I
back
was,
up.
okay, you're standing up, so I'm not gonna do that. Hop up, or I'm not gonna hop up, hop up, hop, hop.
Okay.
That doesn't really do anything.
Thank you, Varden. Okay, well, hype train level 2.
Woo!
Okay. So the Frosty Tools description of chat. Frosty News update. The chat's cooking up a storm of breakfast banter and culinary craving. Sleepy Dan got a hankering for breakfast burritos while Dirty Dingo's dreams of ramen mastery. Birthday sushi plans on the menu and there's talk of vegan delights in Japan. Funkiest of Hearts offers pastry skills as the chat stirs into a manga discussion. Hungry hearts all around, plus shouts and loyal subs to Barden's Odyssey and Engineer Neater. Stay fed, stay red, Frosty fam. Fuck, I love Frosty too. It's such a cool thing.
Wild.
Also, I don't know if I ever need to say this, but sometimes I do. The name is just a coincidence. I have nothing to do with it.
Oh shit! I thought you just renamed a bot.
No,
It's not always about the money.
Oh, ready to
Spider-Man.
resubscribe now.
It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets.
Yeah, no, Frosty Tools is actually called Frosty Tools. It's got nothing to do with me. You'll see it popping up. A lot of VTubers are starting to use it. And I keep saying, I don't know, no one's ever confused it, but I don't want them to. I have nothing to do with it. The name is a coincidence, and I fucking love it. Because it means I don't have to rename the bot. Yeah, what a coincidence. It is, especially because the funny thing, Sleepy Dan, is I'm a new VTuber, but I existed before Frosty Tools. It's very new, so it's ripping me off, not the other way around. Okay. But yeah, Frosty Tools is dope. If it should be done. Also, I think the chat is the hype train is glitching out now.
Oh, it seems like it. I can't see the percentage of it.
I can't either. I can just see it like jumping up and down.
I'm very confused.
I'm gonna see if it's
All-time record shattered, apparently. Oh, we're at level 3.
I
refreshed and we're at level 3.
okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see on my end here now.
Wow.
They gotta get your money. Okay. Loki's like, Unstink, have a good shower, Nita. They gotta get your money. Yeah. Don't worry, everyone. I'll push copyright. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna even finish the joke. I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do. I'm trying to think of what's that stupid thing? I'm trying to remember. There was a dumb copyright claim for like. Oh, it was that React channel. The one that had like kids and teenagers on it. They try to copyright the term React or some shit.
Huh.
Let me look it up. I forgot the name of the channel. That's... Yeah, the Fine Burrows. This is 2016. Because I was making the joke, I'm going to copyright the word Frosty. And I don't know why, it just pulled out this memory from 8 years ago. The Fine Bros tried to make a YouTube copyright attempt.
Right. Oh my god.
They were trying to trademark the word React. Which, like, you can't...
Yeah, that's kind of not a thing that you can do for a good reason.
No! Please don't swing your sword! I would die to just one attack! I love this, small look. Oh, what? I haven't heard of this. Yeah, it was in 2016. They tried to copyright the term... Oh, trademark. Sorry, those are different. They tried to trademark the term React. And it's like... You can't... That's not how that works. But yeah. They, it got so much controversy, they, the internet, like, told them off and they stopped doing it. Funny things happen on the internet. I don't know why, but that joke I was making about Frosty Tools just triggered that memory. Anyway, everyone from the Fine Bros reaction, all the kids and teenagers, came out perfectly fine, as all childhood stars do.
100%. And I'm going to play along with this bit and agree with you because I truly have no idea what you're referencing, and I don't know if I should want to know or talk about it on Twitch.
It's just the usual, like, the usual fucked up stuff, you know?
Well, at least it's not a serial killer. That's like that one guy.
I don't think there's any serial killers, but, like, they're just all fucked up, you know?
Well, yeah, you know, it could be worse.
It could be because I didn't know about the serial killer one, but anyway.
That's a little complicated.
But yeah, just they all. Also, they made like almost no money, of course. But yes. Anyway, the point of this just talking, and now it's been like an hour. It's been 40 minutes. I was gonna talk about my tattoo. Okay, it sucks. Good luck with stream. Thank you for dropping in Barden and starting a hype train. Thank you for the hype train. So let me just try and pull up thing. I got my tattoo today, yesterday.
Yeah.
My first tattoo, and I wanted to talk about it for a bit. So we're gonna start at the beginning. So I've been wanting a tattoo for a while. And my mum and I were talking about it for a while, and one of the tattoo artists we were talking about, she managed to get an appointment with, and it was like this week, so we got it. And for a while, I've wanted a semicolon to be my first tattoo. Because it's very important to me as a person with open mental illness. I've wanted it for a while, and I've wanted it on my left arm. And originally I was just going to get the semicolon, but I decided I wanted a bit more. I wanted it to be a bit special, you know? And so for the last about year, my mum on Instagram has been sending me reels of just random tattoo designs of semicolons. And last week when she managed to get her appointment, and she sent me the same day this tattoo.
Oh, hey, that's Umag Ceaseless Hunger.
Oh yeah, that's the one getting tattooed.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't link it. Okay, one sec. Why is that not working?
Great question.
I love it. It's coming out with brokenness. Okay, cool. Still broken. Okay, one sec.
Classic.
I'll just
We're
download.
We're learning.
I'll just fucking download it. Oh, now, okay, thanks Yahoo. You're gonna take like a fucking million years. Okay. I love technology. I'm so good with it. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, OVS. I wanted it that size. How'd you know?
What the fuck?
How'd you know, OVS?
Huh?
That's the size OVS made it.
What the fuck?
One second, I'm gonna transform it.
We're giving a minute, gamers. Please bear with.
It's like fucking 4,000 pixels big.
We're getting there, gang. Hold on. Please be. It shouldn't be too long.
Okay, it's a bit squashed.
What in the hell?
A little squashed.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh my god, it's still breaking. It's still...
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I flashbanged you all with a picture by accident. That's fine. Is that big enough for everyone to see?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Well, this is the original design.
It is. So, she sent me this, and I thought it was really cool. And the guy, was like, for $50, I can buy the rights to the tattoo, right? And I'm like, $50 is pretty good to me. So I bought it from him because I just loved I loved the mushrooms incorporated, and I just loved the whole design of it, because I was just like, the semicolon's part of it, but it doesn't feel like the most important part. And if you don't notice or know what the semicolon is, you might not be able to tell. And then also I loved how like life grows in the most constrained environments sort of motif. So I brought it because my mom's like, so that tattoo artist we were looking at, I messaged her and she gave me an appointment in 4 days. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I better work on this, because I was like, the only way I'm going on this tattoo appointment is if I'm bringing someone with me.
Fair, honestly.
So she started working on it. And let me just pull up. There's a timeline. She immediately got it, loved the idea. Next day, brought me this.
Oh.
Oh,
Let
it's
me
gonna
see.
be tiny because it's stretch it. She brought me this immediately back. And I loved it how she spread on like the roots, and because the positioning that those are going down my arm, there's like almost like veins. Loved it that they're like the mushrooms are breaking out. But fun fact for people who don't know, I have a phobia of flying insects.
Oh. I'm sure that was explained fairly quickly.
I did. I was like, my reaction is love it, but butterflies are. A lot of people find it funny because I like really creepy things and gross things, but I just like. I don't
No,
like.
that makes sense.
I don't like butterflies. It's because of moths, and before I get cancelled by the gay part of the internet, not all moths are adorable little things you see on Twitter. Okay, real life moths in my country are terrifying. Okay, they're not all cute little snoopers. Okay. But yeah, so I got this back, and I was like, holy shit. She sent that to me, by the way. I sent her the art at 11 a.m. the day before, and she sent this back to me next day. Right?
Pretty insane how quick that happened.
Yeah. So we're going wrong, and then we got to that. So that was the last design I actually got, by the way, before I got there, because I was like, no butterflies, no thank you. I'm good. I did love the I don't like moths, I'm scared of them, but I like every other bug, lots of cockroaches if they're invested in its sphere. It's really funny to me because I'm like, oh my god, look at this cute little thing, and it's like the ugliest thing ever. I'm like, it's so adorable.
Yep.
And then it was like, look at butterflies, and they're like objectively known as being beautiful. I'm like, I hate it.
If it makes you feel better, I also, when I was a kid, hated butterflies a ton. I don't know, they just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I was trying to think of like different things, right? Because I liked the fact there being something at the top, and I was like, what do I add? Like, you know, because we decided no butterflies, and I was like, I was looking into it, right? And I was looking into it, I'm like, what animals like, you know, mushrooms, and a lot of them are like boars, you know, deer and squirrels. I'm like, I fucking love me a squirrel, but it's gonna be too big.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, and literally, so my appointment was at 1 p.m. I'm a terrible person with this, but at 12:10, I messaged her, and I'm like, what about a frog? 50 minutes before my appointment, because it took me an entire day. Don't ask me how it took me an entire day. It took me an entire day to remember the whole, like, stereotype of frogs on toadstools. Thankfully, though, a couple months ago for the best edition ever Frogger. It is the best edition ever. A couple months ago for a flash sale, she'd drawn a frog on a mushroom.
Oh my god.
So it was already ready. It was already done. Like yeah, it was already done. It was already there, you know.
Yeah.
I will just let me save it. I'll crop out her watermark. But let me just edit this so I can show it.
Yeah, y'all, it's really good. I'm really happy that you went for this one.
Yeah. Okay, I find it. So, I just cropped it out a bit. See, there's the frog on a, you know, it was like a fairy like mysticism thing, and like there's lots of fairies, and it's like, what about that? I'm like, he's so fucking cute.
He is.
And we got there right, and she was still designing it. We were there early. And she was showing me what she was playing with, and what she'd done is she removed the wings, which at the time I didn't care about, but now looking at the completed thing, I'm kind of glad it doesn't have the wings.
Yeah, I think that's the correct call, personally, as well.
but she put it originally on its mushroom inside the light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really proud of myself because I have a problem. I've had this problem with Robin and my artists. I've had a problem with telling them I don't like the art things they're doing. It's really, I get really anxious. And it's really funny because I've never been an artist that cares when you're like, hey, I don't like this thing.
I think I would argue most are like, yeah, you know, I don't really vibe with this.
Yeah.
I think most would be very happy that you just tell them straight up
Yeah, because
before they actually get further in.
I was talking about it with my artist Robin last night, and I was like, you know, he's like, yeah, I can attest to that. Whenever I've had to change something for you, you're like, hey, so don't be mad, but like, I don't like this thing. Can you change it, please? And he's always like, yeah, fine. I'm like, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not mad when I don't hate it. And I'm like crying.
No.
But I'm proud of myself because I told her because it was like covering the other mushrooms, and it was like the frog and its big mushroom was the centerpiece. I'm like, I don't like it. So she moved it up and put it on the top mushroom from the picture I showed before, and it literally fit on perfectly without being resized. So yeah, it's now officially done. And I can show the photo off from yesterday. I think it also came out pretty good. Like, I'm not like actively bleeding or anything in the picture. There we go. That's the finished piece on me.
Yeah.
And she wanted to take a photo. Because that's the dress I wore. I wore my Venus flytrap dress. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna stretch. Thank you, Taylor. Oh.
Thank you, Taylor.
Okay. Big stretch. Actually, that feels really good, not gonna lie.
Oh, my neck's a little sore, but I'm now realizing that because I'm stretching. Thank you.
Ooh. Ooh, the shoulders are unburdened.
Oh, thanks, Taylor. I actually haven't stretched most of the day. I just realized that.
Thank you for the lurk press. It's so cute. Yeah, it is.
Hey.
But
Whoa.
yeah, so that's the finished piece. So I went yesterday. Because my fashion sense IRL, I mean, I dress witchy goth. I wear, like, this is my Venus flytrap dress. It's one of my favorite outfits, and I've always made the joke because I look like someone who should have tattoos. Like, you see someone wearing this gothy, like, fucking dress that's weird, and you know, my hair being bright red. I have visible piercings on my face, and then I don't have a tattoo. I'm like, I should have a tat. This bitch is naked. This bitch shouldn't be naked.
What the?
Like, you know, like I look.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I objectively look like I should have tattoos, like with my fashion sense. So she loved it because she wanted the photo she took. She's like, I need to get a photo of it with your dress in it. And before Frosty gets a chest piece, oh no, I probably will. I actually do have a plan to get a chest piece technically. So Bartholomew, for people who don't know, my little dragon over there, is based on a real thing. He's based on my pet fish Barry,
Oh.
who sadly has no longer with us.
Rip ass.
It's funny because he was just a fish, but like he genuinely made an impact on people's lives. Like, for my longtime friends, like I got multiple messages, people crying because he had gone.
Oh.
Like a lot of people loved him. Oh, one sec.
Baby boy. Oh, holding. I am holding. Gamers, give it a moment. We'll be there in a sec. We'll be back in a minute, gamers. Boop, 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 boop,
Oh,
boop,
sorry,
boop, boop,
I'm back.
boop, boop.
I won't
Okay,
try to
good.
make you all sad because it shouldn't be a sad thing. But
No,
my
it's okay.
friend, dial up noise sounds. My friend commissioned a magic card altar for me.
Uh-huh.
So it's a real magic card. It's just renamed to Barry.
Oh.
I'll show the art off someday. I don't think I have it on me. But yeah, he's gonna. He a lot of people loved him, right? Including me. He was my rock for a very long time. You know, he got me through some stuff and generally helped me a lot. But he's immortalized. You know, he's Bartholomew, my dragon familiar. And I plan to get a tattoo someday of the real Barry on my chest over my heart because he's made that much of an impact. Oh, one sec again.
What a beautiful little boy. Barry, what a sweetheart. think that's all we can ask for, is to hope to have that kind of impact on someone's life. Even if it's a little complicated sometimes to get to that point in everything. But I mean, that's the way I always think about it, at least. There's so many wonderful things we could do for each other.
I come back to hearing such a sweet thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the kind of I think the goal we all want is to mean that much to somebody.
Yeah, I generally like. It took me a couple months to get over it, and it's funny because my partner at the time was like she was like, I've never been this devastated over my own pets dying, and yet this fish that I had never met is causing me to go through grief that I've never experienced. He generally had such a huge impact. It's really crazy to think about, as his like mum, like a lot of people loved him, and he's on my Moxfield. I might link it. I have the deck list for his deck. It's a Jund sacrifice deck because he likes murder.
Hell yeah.
The card that is custom changed is Brawl, God of Murder, so it's Barry, God of Murder. But yeah, anyway, the long story short, I'm getting that tattooed over my heart.
Hell yeah.
So I am getting a chess piece, Taylor, technically. But yeah, so that's the final piece. There's the frog on top. Look at him being cute. I really love what she did with it. It's so beautiful, this tattoo.
It turned out fantastic.
It did. It took about an hour and a half, maybe, like a little longer. I'm really proud of myself because, as people who know, I mentioned CironSkylark. I'm a fucking baby.
I would be too. Don't undersell yourself.
I have cried multiple times on this channel, and I'm gonna cry forevermore. I was looking back. One of the things that I think made a lot of people cry was the ending of Walking Dead season 1. And I was
the game, yes.
Yes. And I was watching back on it, and just even thinking about Lee makes me like a little teary. I miss Lee. But yes, I suffered through the whole thing. I didn't have a break, which I'm really surprised with. I was allowing myself to have one break, and I didn't give myself any breaks.
A lot.
Yeah. I also only got told to stop moving a couple times.
Yeah.
Because I will say, as someone who's now gone tattooed and officially is a baby, like, I'm the oldest child in my family, and I'm called the baby. Like, once when I was incredibly sick, my mum took off from work and was like, hey, sorry, I gotta go home, the baby's unwell. And her co-workers went, so how's Frosty doing? Is she okay? And I'm like, I have a younger sibling by like a decade. But okay, I'm the baby.
Of course.
But I will say it doesn't hurt as much as you think it would, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't hurt, because of course it hurts. I don't think people who say these things don't hurt. I don't know whether their pain receptors are different or they're lying, because of course it hurts. You're getting a scar. You're getting scarified, But it doesn't hurt as much as you'd think, right? It generally does not hurt. With the power of modern technology, it generally does not hurt as much as you think. I also didn't bleed much. The only times I bled was during the whitening, which I will say the whitening, that does hurt. I will not lie about that. The whitening is the worst part of the entire tattoo, and I got done at the end. Like the little white in his eyes. That fucking hurt. But generally, most of it didn't hurt. Sometimes you'd just be zoning out. You just get zoned out, and they'd just be going over a bit. And it's funny because after they did a bit, it hurt, and then if they go over, it doesn't hurt anymore. But then there's just some times where they'd obviously go over a nerve. You're both my mum and I had a point where we both audibly made a noise. Huh? And I'm like, that's the juicy bit of the tattoo. Juicy part. But it's honestly not as bad as you did. So the funniest bit for me was when the whitening. She started doing it, I just went audibly, ow. They both laughed. I'm like, okay, that actually did hurt more than the rest of the tattoo. But like, still, it's not the worst thing. There's worse pains. I had one of my biceps was okay. The one of my ribs hurt. Oh yeah, I've heard rib ones really hurt. For me, funnily enough, the right side of the tattoo hurt more than the left side, and I don't know why. It just did. Like, even now, the right side of the tattoo is more sore. And I know it's technically a little bigger, but like, it just in general, the tattoo process, it did hurt. But yeah, it's like a continuous cat scratch. It's exactly like I've had worse pains. I'm sure most people in their 20s have had worse pains.
VTuber tummy.
Yeah, the VTuber.
Hatsune Miku's strongest soldiers.
Yeah, we all suffer tummy traumas.
Me after having Taco Bell for the first time in a decade earlier this week.
Oh my god, I actually might be I might be trying Taco Bell soon because it's spreading throughout my
fucking Bonchik, you son of a bitch, this is your fault.
I want to see if they have that
I love
blast or whatever that everyone talks about.
Baja Blast?
Yeah.
Bonchik, if you hear this, don't yell at me.
um,
Don't yell for me. For
someone
being
clip
sorry,
it so
I
we
knew
can
you
send it to
said
Bansha.
No.
No, but yeah, no, it's getting closer, so I might try it. Everyone talks about it, but also people talk the things people talk about are both negatives too, so it'll be funny.
It was delicious and affordable, but it hurt to eat later. I was like, oh, this is just making everything very slight. It's like, it's not bad, but it was just like, oh, for the rest of the day I felt slightly unpleasant at all times.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm guessing it's the opposite feeling of when you eat like something really like healthy and nutritious and you feel full, but like a nice full.
Yeah, I just feel kind of chill. You know, there's not really anything to it. I just feel kind of nice.
Yeah. The funny thing too is I'm lactose intolerant, so if I do get the cheese, will kill me.
I get light cheese on anything if I ever go there, just in case.
It's really funny.
If you use the app, you can always, specify.
Yeah, it's only the lactose intolerance that hit my family, funnily enough. Like, I look back. Well, the funny thing is, a lot of people don't know, but like lactose intolerance is normal. It's just because of our dairy high. I love hearing about your tattoo. My friend just got home, so I'm gonna go. We can start cooking and chill before bed. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining, Sleepy Dan.
Take care, Dan.
You have a nice night.
Take care.
Have some nice food and chill before bed. It was lovely having you. But yeah, as to say, yeah, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. We just don't notice it because most people are light. But you know, it's kind of just the natural state of being an adult species. But it's funny looking back because as a teenager, I could eat like cream donuts. I don't know if you have them here in America. It's like
we have plenty. We have a lot of. You name a donut, we have it here.
Okay, it's like a long donut, like a long roll donut.
Oh yeah,
and then like with cream in the middle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like cut open.
I usually just there's a name for it, but I don't remember what we call it here.
Yeah, we just call
off the top of my head.
We just call it cream donuts. But I used to be able to eat those as a teenager, and now just the thought of that makes my stomach curl.
Yeah.
And like the last time I ate cream, it was accidental, and I literally did that, like hugged the toilet. Like I was sick. I was like doing that thing where you're really sick and you're like hugging the toilet and you're like, I kind of wish I could die. Like, please, I'm suffering.
Why is this called a restroom when I'm in here fighting for my life?
Yeah. I'm having my hardest battle right now.
I need my strongest gamers.
Also, for some reason, another ad break starting. Sorry for people going through that. I'm not getting the notification those are starting.
That's messed up.
I need to probably check my settings. I probably fucked something in the settings, knowing myself. Like for people in my Discord, which I do need to open up, I'm gonna check with a couple people. It's fine to open up.
I was gonna say,
Have you noticed my bot's not working to say that I'm streaming?
I was gonna say that your Discord is only stream clips for me now. The clips channel.
Oh my god.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what's okay. Well, okay. So, I will look into fixing that. This is why I need help with this shit because I don't know. It's so complicated these Discords. But I've removed it, but Wickbot blocked my stream bot.
Huh?
Because it was spamming at everyone's every other day, so it blocked it. Now I don't know how to unblock it. So yeah, I need to fix that shit, because it's fucking annoying.
Frosty tools. I don't understand why you are fascinated with the Korean War, but good on you, I guess. Good to have a hobby.
The first battle where U.S. forces engaged in the Korean War. I have no idea.
I'm just like, why is Frosty Tools a cis white man?
Okay, yeah, I don't get that either. Okay.
Well, if it's World War II, probably that would actually be World War II.
The city of Suwon.
Suwon.
Didn't know that.
That is now something that will take up space in my brain.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that. I feel like it's not a
No,
surprise since I'm not from America.
Would have never guessed.
No, I mean there's recent stuff like. Thankfully, I'm friends with a lot of kind people. There's a recent stuff I've had to ask questions on because I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not American, and a lot of people in America for some reason are mad when you're not American and don't know American things.
It's the stupidest shit.
So they were very kind because obviously, like when I'm explaining New Zealand stuff, I automatically go like, "Oh, you probably don't know this thing, so I'll explain it." But they were talking about something. They were talking about Juneteenth.
Yes.
And I'm like, I've heard of it, but I actually don't know what it is. And they explained it very nicely to me within like 2 sentences. I'm like, that was very kind, thank you. Because like some people get really mad. It's like, well, I'm not in America. I'm in a different culture. Like we have.
That's not. Yeah, that doesn't come over there yet.
Yeah, like we have our own different days. Like I was explaining Matariki to them, which is the easiest way to explain is the Maori New Year. Which is in June, I believe. But it's like when they are during winter when the southern lights are very visible. But yeah, I was explaining that because it's the first New Zealand holiday. That's the only New Zealand holiday, like only a holiday here. Because the rest of our holidays are just Christian holidays.
Ugh. Yeah.
Or we have our own Memorial Day, but it's shared with Australia.
Oh, I see.
So we don't have any holidays here that are New Zealand. And we were talking about it because I'm like, I love the fact that we have a New Zealand holiday. Like, fuck yes. And because we're talking about because boomers get mad about that shit. And I'm like, but we're in New Zealand.
Wait, get mad about what now?
Oh, you know, this wokeness shit.
I
Yeah, recognizing non-white, non-Christian things.
The audacity to care about your neighbor that
Yeah,
doesn't look like you.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm like personally a huge fucking fan. I'm like, yes, give us more New Zealand holidays.
Yeah.
Like, I want to celebrate being in New Zealand. But yeah, no, it's we're just reminiscing on it because I know for a fact when that comes up that it's going to be a lot of people being really mad over stupid things.
Classics.
Because like, one of the things too is this brand of chocolate in New Zealand called Whittaker's. For the entire week, they all the production of their chocolate is made in te reo. So you go to the shops and you have your chocolate bar fully in te reo. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I don't like my family always like because we have family and friends overseas. If we send a care package, we always try and get a block of that chocolate.
Man, that sounds delicious.
It's really good chocolate. New Zealand's like really famous for our dairy products. Like genuinely, if you come here, eat our chocolate, you're gonna eat our chocolate, eat our ice cream, you're gonna be blown away. I don't like to mention it because John Barrowman isn't exactly the best person. He came here for Armageddon, which is Comic-Con, and he was here for about 2 weeks before the event, and he gained like 10 kgs in those two weeks because he ate so much food. Yeah. Our dairy and like meat products are really good in New Zealand, apparently.
Now I'm hungry just thinking about it.
Coming to New Zealand one day for the chocolate, also the Hobbit Village, and also say hi and give you cake. Aw, yes please. I need to go to the Hobbit Village. I've never gone there. So funny thing is, I've driven through the area to go to other places, but I've never gone there. I should. But yeah, generally have some of the chocolates really fucking good here.
I think you should.
But yeah, but the thing is, whenever that's done, you know, boomers complain on the internet like, "Oh, I'm never having Whittakers again." You know, forced wokeness and shit. And it's like, you'll know that.
See you next year.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, you'll know that te reo's been an official New Zealand language since 1987, right?
Don't hit them with facts and logic, because then they can't be whiny.
They can't. Like, one of the things they're complaining about is New Zealand updating our, like, road signs. You know how, like, in multilingual countries, the like road signs like on the motorways and stuff are in multiple languages, and like that's
not a thing here, but yes,
that's just a normal thing though, right? Like in Germany, France, that it's just kind of normal, right?
More or less. It's not a thing here, but I understand what you mean.
Well, we're doing that now.
Right. Oh, good.
We're updating them to have Terreo, and people are complaining about the woke propaganda. And I'm like,
God, of course.
I'm like, mate, the language has been legally recognized for like 40 years nearly. Like,
people just like the audacity of like, catering to more than just one culture.
Yeah, like with the recent like push in the last decade or two for Maori education in New Zealand, Maori language is like it's still in the like endangered section, but it's almost out of that,
Mm-hmm.
like through the official like extinct to like commonly used. It's almost out of endangered. And the thing is too, like as a New Zealander, we casually use Te Reo words in our language, but no, it can't be used in actual places. I don't get it. It's the infection's coming from America. It's really weird to see because it's been since like 2016, like actively happening. Oh
no!
Oh, you popped.
Oh, I wonder what that's all about. Oh, hello.
Hello. I think my Discord like momentarily stopped.
Oh,
like a second because you popped in and out of frame.
I did not catch that on my end, so that's weird.
It was like a second.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
That was weird, but
I didn't get any of those problems.
But yeah, it's weird to see this shit like during the COVID lockdowns and the anti-vaxxer protests. This couple was saying that Donald Trump is our president.
That's not how that works.
It's not. It really isn't.
Take him. I don't want him.
No, please.
Most of us don't want him.
No, please. We already got Kim.com offloaded onto us. Please don't offload any others.
Kim.com?
Yes. He moved here.
No.
He moved here and started a political party.
Oh, Lord.
He did after the whole like mega upload thing. It's one of my favorite facts to talk about is that the internet party in New Zealand he started.
I feel like I'm learning maybe more than I should.
Yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, don't give us Donald Trump. He'll definitely try to start something here. God.
Someone's going to do something stupid.
It's already bad enough here with our right-wing party. Let's not add more to it.
No, but if we put them all in one place, then we could... Never mind.
Lock them to... So what you're saying is do the Australia solution.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the point, right? That's why we put them in Australia.
No, according to conspiracy theorists, there is no Australia.
Oh, Christ, this again.
There's someone who lives next door to Australia, and as a New Zealander, where am I living then? No, you're a fake agent, Punkiest. You're an actor. You're an actress.
Yeah, it's like you live in New Zealand, and have you ever seen Australia?
Like we're like 2 hours.
You're right next to it. Have you ever seen Australia? That was the bit I was going to do.
Oh yeah, like it's like a 3-hour flight, but yes, I definitely seen it. I definitely have totally seen it over the horizon. I'm part of the paid actors.
What the fuck?
But yeah. First off, the multiple things like we're 3 hours apart, but Australia and New Zealand's climate is so incredibly different.
That's what I've heard. New Zealand seems like a lovely place to go.
Well, New Zealand's a bit more like tropical islandy. Like not as hot, but like it rains a lot here. That's why everything's so green, because it rains. Like there's 2 different modes in summer. Like yesterday it was hot. Today it's kind of warm, but like on the day before it was fucking raining because the hot days make it rain. And then in winter it rains. It just continuously like. And one of those things is I've talked to a lot of British people. They're like, "Oh, we're used to the cold." I'm like, "No, you're not," because British settlers, it is noted in their diaries that it was fucking awful here with all the rain. Like,
you know what? Fair.
It's like it doesn't just rain; it fucking torrential rains all the time. But like also we don't have we don't have the spiders, we don't have the snakes, we don't have the crocodiles, we don't have deserts. Yeah, the climate is very different. Second thing is, as a New Zealander, who I love my Australian siblings, because that's what we are. Australia's my older sibling, and I'm the younger, so we get compared a lot, and we argue a lot. But at the end of the day, Australians and New Zealanders love each other, right? It's one of those...
I'd like to hope.
we bully each other, right? We bully the fuck out of each other. We steal each other's shit. You know, we argue a lot. But as soon as someone else, insults the other, we're like, excuse me, you can't fucking.
Like, hey, what the fuck? Doesn't matter with you. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't call Australia an asshole. Only I can call Australia an asshole. But like, we rag on each other, but like, you know, as a New Zealander, if Australia was fake, that century-old rivalry would be really funny.
It would genuinely be hilarious, though.
It's like, there's like moments, like I look back on sporting things, like the cricket. Oh, there
Keep
was.
going. I can hear you, but I'm gonna just be off mic for a minute.
That's all good.
Keep going.
No, I'm trying to remember this thing. I still remember the underarm bowling incident of 1981. Okay, I still remember what you all fuckers did. Okay, I haven't forgotten. I will never forget. Okay. I still remember. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a very famous moment in cricket. Where we needed to get a certain amount of points to win, right? And so the Australian bowler did an underarm bowl. And when I say underarm, I don't even mean like an actual fucking throw, right? I'll play the video for you, but like, it was illegal at the time, but immediately after that, it became illegal because it was so fucky. It's a little cheaty. It's a little cheaty. Let me just. I'm just working on it. I'm still getting used to winter being super green here versus where I lived in the States. Winter equals death of plants and ice everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing too. In parts of New Zealand, it snows. Where I don't think it snows in Australia. Does it snow in Australia? Maybe some parts. Oh, okay. It snows down south for you. Oh, I want to visit. It snows in Tassie sometimes, I think. Yeah, if you go to the South Island, it snows a lot, but there's also regions in my island where it still snows. It's just like high up mountains. Because I've actually never seen snow. Ironically enough, being called Frosty, I've actually never seen snow. The only time I technically did was when I was driving once, and we passed a mountain it was snowing on. So I've seen it visually. I just never touched it, you know. But New Zealand has a lot of ski fields. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly move us. Oh, it's already capturing it. Useful. I'll wait for Siren to come back so they can see it too. But this is what this is the joke I'm making. It's a long-winded joke, but this is the whole thing. But yeah.
Sorry, what are we doing now?
So the joke I was making about like Australia and New Zealand's rivalry. There's this this is cricket, so of course very Oregon Southern Hemisphere. I actually do really like cricket, if I'm honest. I like to watch it. New Zealand basically has to get this hit to win, right?
Okay.
It's one of those movie moments, you know. One batsman, one ball, you know, got to hit it to win it, right? Australia does something that is within the rules. However, it is super scummy.
Uh-oh.
Also, I just
they
got
found the cheese?
Let me just swap the audio. Let me just, sorry. Okay, hopefully you all can hear it.
Trevor Chappell for 4, 8 down for 229.
This is 1981.
And New Zealand's only hope now is a 6 off the last ball for a tie.
So a 6 off the ball, by the way, means basically getting it out of field for baseball players in America. So he's got to hit that out of the park, right? To get a tie, to force overtime, right? So again, odds are low, but still hope, right?
Okay.
That's Australia, if you can't tell. The yellow and green. New Zealand with its white and black. I won't be playing the whole video, just this part.
Long discussion. Well, it looks to me as if they're going to bowl underarm off the last ball. Rod Marsh is saying no, mate, but I'm sure he's going to bowl an underarm delivery on the last ball and bowl it along the ground and be sure that it has not been hit for six. The umpires have been told, the batsmen have been told, and this is possibly a little bit disappointing. Let's make sure it is an underarm, but I've got the feeling it's a big
Look, you can hear the audience getting mad, the crowd.
They're going to bowl an underarm. We ever believed it? And that's a disappointing finish. Disappointed Brian McKechnie, the crowd boo. And it's all over. After 50 overs, New Zealand 8 for 229.
That was it in 1981.
Holy moly.
Yeah, when I said underarm ball, I just been like, oh, he actually threw it. He fucking rolled it. It immediately was legal within the rules, but immediately they changed those rules.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is too, the person who posted this is Cricket Australia has posted this. The worst things he's seen on a cricket field. But yeah, it's
Wow.
so bad. Yeah, like we're discussing this in 2020 after 40 years, you know?
Nowadays, people. Interesting to think about.
Yeah. So yeah, I will say at the time it was completely within the rules, but still super scummy.
I get you.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Sweet. But yeah, it was still salty. It's been like 40 years. It was before I was born.
God.
Still salty.
Wow. What a thing to say.
Yeah, still salty. But yeah, that was just a long-winded joke of New Zealand Australia's rivalry goes back decades.
Yeah. You got beef.
Also, we made the pavlova. I don't care. The pavlova, it's a New Zealand dessert. A New Zealand dessert to all my Australians. I'll find a picture for it. I'll move us back to the house. I'm just saying, one of the traditional ways of making pavlova has kiwi fruit on it. I'm just saying. It's like a big meringue. Oh yeah, that's a pavlova. I also sent you a picture over Discord.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yes.
I want to eat that.
The meringue-based dessert. It's argued because we don't know if it originated in Australia or New Zealand because the recipes are out the same time period. But New Zealand. New Zealand just... I'll die on this hill, like all my fellow New Zealanders.
Oh goodness.
Sibling countries.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just looked at it. We reached hype train level 3
Oh my god.
with 28%.
Look at that. Hell yeah, gang.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
But
Good
yes.
job. That's really awesome, everyone.
Just checking my.
Oh, no, do what you gotta do. I'm just vibing in the background, playing a few games here and there.
I might get us to play a game, but I don't know. Or
Oh.
me play a game. I don't know.
I mean, I theoretically could do something like that. Maybe an hour and a half before eventually D&D will have to happen.
Yeah.
I think. I know I have D&D at some point tonight, probably. I really want to play Party Animals on stream sometime soon. But I will not ask people to play it because it costs money.
That's the problem with capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, words. Words exist. But yeah,
Chandelier still bothers me emotionally.
I love quoting that. Your one. Like, you're like, I love this game, but I fucking hate this game.
It's the most accurate thing I could possibly say.
It's, this is why I want a new one, but then I don't know how to do it. I think the way to do it for me would just take different standard years. Just to break down the card collection, you know? You know, like, make it every, like, year or two rotation, you know?
Yeah.
But, fuck. It's so good. It's the best at what it does. Which is both being a good game, but also being fucking annoying.
The most accurate.
I love it, but fuck. Yes, we need to continue our adventures in Chandelier. I don't know if I'll do that today. I could do that today. I also need to continue Fallout 1 because annoyingly, because of that power cut, the last Fallout 1 stream was really short. And also, it cut right when I solved a problem.
Sorry, one more time. It what now?
Fallout 1.
Oh yeah.
So the power cut that I had the other week.
Oh right, yes.
Because I mean, I'm gonna be real, right? And I feel like everyone else who plays these games who didn't play them in the 90s, I'm more used to modern game design. So when a game is not actively telling me what to do, I can't put 2 and 2 together. Okay.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
So I'm at the vault, right? I found a vault, and they have a fucking water chip, which is my entire quest. I have not, like, it's the main quest of the story, but I've had no updates for, like, the entire game, right? I went to the first place on the map, which is another vault that didn't have it. And I've come to this place, they've got a vault, and they've got a water chip. The problem is that their water purifier machine is broken, so they're using the water chip to compensate. Now, I could just go and take that water chip from the ghouls, right? That is an option. I could just go and nick it. However, they're all going to dehydrate to death, right?
Yeah.
Kind of mean. So I was starting to work on a quest to fix their water purifier machine, which they lost a guy. A guy went to get, like, supplies and got murdered by mole rats and shit. So I believe I found his body. Couldn't tell because it wasn't marked. Picked up some stuff, but he just had junk on him. And when I say junk, I mean literally the item was junk. So I went into the vault by accident, accidentally stole the water chip, so I reloaded because I didn't want to do it. Googled it and found out that I'm supposed to use that actual junk to repair the water purifier machine.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And right,
that makes sense.
Yeah, like literal junk will repair this. Okay. I don't have a good repair skill, but okay, sure. And then right when I figured it out, the power was cut. So.
Oh my god.
Ended on a slight cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
Because I solved a puzzle, and then also we were about to get the water chip. But yes, my quest throughout Fallout 1 has been fun.
It sounds fun. You know, honestly, I don't think it's my kind of game personally.
Well, that's one of the reasons I enjoy playing those games, because I feel like a lot of people would enjoy watching it, but not playing it, right? Like
100%.
That's why I'm playing like Chandelier and Fallout 1, because I've played them, I kind of get them. But a lot of people are like, I love watching this gameplay, but like, fuck, I cannot go back to Fallout 1. I'm like, fair, it is like what? It's nearly 30 years old?
Yeah.
It's like, what? 27 years old?
Oh my god.
But yeah, like it's
almost as old. Fallout 1 is almost as old as me.
Fallout 1 is older than me.
Oh no.
I'm as old as Fallout 2.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, it's very different, especially if your first exposure to the series was Fallout 3. It's very different. And a lot of people,
absolutely, from what I can tell,
a lot of people who are like long-term fans will call the new ones shit, and that you have to go back to the old ones to really experience it. Well, I do think I personally slightly agree with the fact that it's good to revisit where a series starts. Its gameplay is not for everyone, and
Oh, of course not.
it's not for everyone. It's got an archaic, thought process. A lot of stuff is not obvious. Also, I'm playing with it heavily modded because if I played with it unmodded, I would die with how annoying it is.
How so?
Well, one of the things is two things, big things. One is in the original game, you can't actually equip your followers with stuff. You have to reverse pickpocket them. So
That's really stupid.
yes, so you have to steal off them to give them stuff, and then take their stuff, right? And with the old system too, they wouldn't use their strongest gun. They'll just use whatever. So you could give someone like an AK-47 with like 100 bullets, and they'll just punch someone in the face. It's annoying. So at the mod I'm using, it lets me trade with them and also tell them to use their best weapons and gear. Second thing, and that is the most annoying thing, and I still experience it. NPCs will stop in doorways. You can't move through them.
Oh, I already hate this.
So I have a mod that lets me have a command to push them, right? Doesn't cause any aggro, just lets me push them. It's still annoying with that, if I'm honest.
Oh god.
There are multiple times if you watch my streams where, like, I go to leave and, like, a fucking person's in the way and I have to push them, like, twice. It's so annoying.
It sounds like it would be really annoying.
Yeah.
Because it was already annoying, like, in the 3D games where you just, like, someone gets stuck in a doorway.
Yeah. Like,
it's like, well, I can't really do anything about this.
I don't know why, but Skyrim and Lydia comes to mind.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Yes.
Poor thing.
But yes, there's lots of other stuff too. There's just ones like that jump out, but there's lots of updates. I basically use this mod that puts all the assets for Fallout 1 into Fallout 2, since it's a more updated game engine, and then mods it. So it's really cool. Lots of cool stuff. There's stuff I didn't add that would change the game. Like, you can find in the mod, you can find a motorcycle and repair it to make traveling faster, and I'm like, that's not part of the original game, so I'm not going to do it. My rule basically is to try and keep the game as original as intended while also making it playable for modern. Because I don't want to suffer through some shit,
Exactly.
Like, also my companions too, I gave them the ability to level up. Like, just to get more HP, because or else in, like, the late game, they just insta-die. Because they're still level 1, fighting, like, super mutants.
That's the worst.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff. I can't remember all the stuff in the mod, but it's really useful, Another thing, too, that's annoying is overworld travel. If you get a random encounter, it stops your travel. So what I mean by that is, I don't know if you've ever seen me play it, but, like, I'll be traveling across the map, and then a random encounter will spawn. I'll leave the area, and then it will continue my travels. Without that mod, you have to reselect where you are going. And I have 10 fucking luck, and I get a random encounter every 2 seconds. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
I don't understand why I keep getting random encounters, because I have such high luck.
Sounds exhausting.
It's a little bit. It can be a bit tedious. I also love to... I mean, Fallout 1, it's great, but it's one of those games that, like, it exists because of people's dedication. Like, it's...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interplay and stuff had no, like, desire for the game, And, they famously got people to playtest it by having pizza lunches in their rooms. So people were like, hey, we're having pizza in our room if you want to come. And they're like, oh, while you're here, do you want to try out my game?
Oh.
I'd be like, yo, free pizza and free game? Hey, yo.
Sick.
Blessing of the gods. But yeah, Fallout 1, quite good. I've never played Fallout 2, so that'll be interesting if I do get to that. Although I will say I'm the furthest I've ever been in Fallout 1. I've actually found the fucking water chip. I imagine that's not going to be game over, though, from what I understand, considering there's this, like, weird mutant uprising happening. We're probably going to have to deal with that, the mutants. They are sort of kidnapping people.
Oh.
You okay, darling?
No, you're good. I was like, but they're kidnapping people. Like, oh,
Yeah, no, they are. There was like this. I start the first encounter I had with them. There's this company, like a caravan company, that's getting like caravans missed, like they're missing, and like the way they're gone speaks to effectiveness. Like it's not a wild animal. Like the entire thing's gone and stripped, right? So like maybe it's bandits or maybe it's death claws. Because at this point, death claws aren't actually like a known thing. They're like urban legend.
Right. No, that's more interesting to me than whatever it was in the games I played.
Yeah, no, like
I mean, I mostly only played 4, but still.
Yeah, no, people like, what do you mean a fucking death claw? That's stupid. That's just an urban myth. And like, it's a ragged lizard with giant claws and huge teeth and scary. And everyone's like, nah, you're fucking crazy.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say huge tits there.
Huge tits. Mummy milkers.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We're talking about Fallout New Vegas Frontier now or something.
I'm alright.
I went to investigate. Turns out it wasn't death claws.
Oh.
It was a super mutant army. I found a dead super mutant and their communication device where they were talking with someone, where effectively they were waiting for caravans and then attacking them and kidnapping the survivors. Which I think is more scary.
Yeah, it does sound more scary.
I took that back to the guy and he's like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah. It's kind of fucked. That was my first encounter with him. The second was I think I've had them all, but the second one I remember. I also fought Death Claws, by the way. Death Claws are real. Also terrifying. Basically,
I'm not a fan of Death Claws.
I'm gonna be honest, I think they're more terrifying in this game than they are in others. Because with the turn-based system, it makes me feel like I have less power.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't have the highest endurance, and I'm a sniper right now, or like so I like shoot it, and then it will spend its entire turn like bolting to me. And because it's a Deathclaw, it's fucking fast.
That's the thing that I would think would be problematic for that, is that it's like, if it plays more like D&D instead of a fucking FPS, then, dealing with anything that's scary in that sort of a situation is a lot scarier.
Yeah, exactly.
The potential for cheese is astronomically lower.
Yeah, like there's times, and they have like 200 health. They have like 200 plus health. And like my good turns, I deal like maybe 50 damage. That's a really good turn, right?
Yeah.
And I've got my other people, and I'm like basically like begging for like people to like just keep shooting it and hitting it. And I'll like use my bonus turn to like run away from it and keep shooting it. Just running, and like I fought a Mama Deathclaw and it killed me like 3 times. And then like there was a Mama Deathclaw because there's people having a problem with Deathclaws, and like, oh, we keep clearing them out, and they keep spawning again. It's because there was like a Mama underground having kids.
Yeah.
But like, holy fuck, that was a terrifying fight.
Yeah, it reminds me of the vibe I got from it was some in BG3. I'm only in Act 1, so I don't know that much. So I will not spoil too much, but there was a specific fight that was really cool.
I'm in at the start, like literally right at the start of Act 2.
What's that?
I'm at the start for BG for Act 2, like right at the start.
Okay, cool. So if I told you about the owlbear mama.
Yeah, I didn't fight that.
I did not either, but it was just the vibe of what my friend who I was playing with told me. Hey, so just out of curiosity, if you're curious, yeah, this fight sucks ass if you actually take it.
It makes sense. Yeah, no, I didn't fight her. I was like, nah, because I'm a druid, so I'd speak with animals.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I?
She basically told me to fuck off, and I'm like, okay, goodbye.
I respect that. She was willing to. The fact that you could speak to her, I would imagine, was like, yeah, leave me alone if you don't mind.
Yeah, she was basically like openly threatening, like, hey, like, leave or I'll fucking kill you. And I'm like, fair do.
All right, sick. Don't gonna tell me twice.
I'm in your home, I just walked into your home. You're a big fuck off owlbear. I'm just gonna leave. But yeah, I'm at the start of Act 2. I stopped playing because I lost access to the friend's account that I was playing through.
Aww.
But my mum got me for Christmas the physical edition. So I'm just waiting for that to arrive so I can continue playing.
Oh man,
because it was one of those.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'll show it off. I'm gonna show it off when I get it. It's one of those things that girl math time. So Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, girl math.
In New Zealand is $120, I think, or $100.
Oh,
it's expensive, right? Thanks to conversion rates.
Makes sense.
Baldur's Gate is $100, and the complete edition's about 120, right? Like the full thing, right? The physical edition to get it shipped from Europe and get all the stuff, and it comes with the base game and the bonus, like the the full edition, right? The complete edition. It costs 160 including postage.
Jesus.
So it's $40 more including postage to get all the physical stuff. And I'm like, I'll get the physical stuff.
Yeah, honestly.
So I'm just waiting for that to come so I can continue it. But yes, love that game. But yeah, it's a lot. Fallout 1 combat is a lot harder and scarier, in my opinion. Just because you have less power, and there's sometimes you just fucking die. Like someone gets a lucky crit and just kills you.
Yeet.
Also,
Buster, I agree with you. By the way, I personally am not much of a fan of snow living with it on a regular basis.
I've not had an experience with snow, so I can't give an opinion, which sucks, in my opinion.
I'm just over snow as a concept at this point in my life. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore.
But yeah, also one of the funny thing about this game too is that you can get killed by your teammates because they miss their shots and hit you.
I love that, honestly.
So
it's funny, but also I would imagine it's exhausting after a certain amount of time.
Well, I don't have him in my party now, but Ian, who was my first party member, he fucking killed me like 5 or 6 times throughout the entire game. He also killed my dog twice. But yeah, he's no longer in the party, but it is kind of funny. It's like, God damn it, Ian.
God damn it, Ian.
But yeah, the other time I encountered super mutants was the ghouls. So a fun fact about Fallout 1, the whole vault experiments was not a thing in Fallout 1. It's been retconned in.
Oh.
It was only a thing from Fallout 2 onwards.
Huh.
So
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, not many people do. So it's not actually part of the OG Fallout. Like the with the vault we're from, because we have the problems with the water chip. The experiment is the water chip was designed to fail.
Oh.
With the vault I went to first to explore, that the vault dwellers moved out and became Shady Sands effectively. I think there was they had to open early because it's only like 100 years, maybe 50 years after the bombs dropped. It's really close in timeline.
Right.
So they opened early. And the place I am with the ghouls, their one is that the vault door was purposely not sealed properly to see the experiments of radiation on people.
That's fucked up.
So that's how ghouls. Yeah.
The thing that I just don't understand about Vault-Tec as a concept is like, but why? It's like, what? You're not gonna be there to. Who actually gains from knowing any of this?
You know what's funny? Speaking of Vault-Tec, in the cancelled Fallout movie, because we don't know who started the Great War technically, right?
Yeah.
We know who the people were. We don't know who started it and what caused, who shot the first nuke that made everyone else shoot their nukes. In the cancelled movie, it was going to be revealed that Vault-Tec shot the first nuke.
That makes sense.
Was their big twist, is that Vault-Tec wanted these experiments to start happening, so they've got some secret base to monitor shit from, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that is canon to the games or not. It's never been fully revealed, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of don't want it to be revealed. I don't want the curtain to be pulled open, Yeah,
we don't need to know unless it's actually unless they have an interesting way to use it.
Not with Fallout 4 and the Institute. Was the Institute?
Yeah.
Like how in Fallout 3 they had a small part and it was really interesting to think about, and then it was revealed in Fallout 4 and it wasn't that good.
No, Fallout 4 was not a fun I did not like Fallout 4. I'm
gonna be honest, I have I think I have 60 hours or something crazy amount on my PlayStation. I could not tell you about that game. I've played it for so long and nothing has stood in my memory,
Yeah, I have no strong opinions about Fallout 4 in any capacity.
But I'm going to be honest, as a long-time Fallout fan, I dislike it heavily. It's not a good Fallout game.
I just didn't think it was a good game.
Yeah. I mean,
this is kind of mid.
They did the Bethesda where they just slowly remove things and focus more on like action, and it's like this is a very famous role-playing game set in apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
I also did not like the voiced character. That was dumb.
No. Yeah, I just didn't care for pretty much anything that I was experiencing.
I also I just didn't like the fact too that we're from before the war. I didn't like that fact, and I didn't like that we spent the whole game looking for Sean. And it's one of those what's it called? You know when your character cares about something but you don't, or like vice versa.
Oh yeah, one of that. Yeah.
Like it's like a break in immersion. Like well, for example, Grand Theft Auto, like they're having like an intrinsic hard story, and then you like immediately leave and go on like a mass shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a break in dissonance and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like our character cares so much about finding their son. Yeah, I'm in fucking some random town helping them find, having them
kind of vibing.
doing a quest, right?
Shout out. Yep.
I just didn't think the story was good, in my opinion. I heard the DLCs are a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's true because I have never played any of the DLCs. I don't care to. I will eventually get to Fallout 4 when I do play through all the Fallout games, but as I stand right now, having not played it in years, I did not enjoy it.
No, I'm not touching any of that shit again at this point.
I mean, Fallout, I'm still like Fallout New Vegas is my favorite, which is a very common opinion.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, aren't you like not allowed to not love Fallout New Vegas?
It's part of my transition contract that I signed when I started transitioning into a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to the trans council, and they lay down the groundwork, and you have to agree to them. And one of the things is
you get a copy of Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, it's part of it's with the estrogen. You actually get it as a prescription from the doctor. Yeah, it's part of the prescription from the doctors. I got my pills, my patches, and a copy of New Vegas.
Well, at least they were kind enough to give you something.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Fallout New Vegas. It's really good. I wish that also Fallout New Vegas is one of the reasons I stopped liking Bethesda back then, because they fucked over that game. They gave them like a 12-month time to build the game.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, you're gonna get bonus money if you get an 85 on Metacritic," and they got like an 84.
Oh, that's fucked.
And the reason that people rated it that low is because of the bugs. So they didn't get the bonus money from Bethesda.
That's upsetting.
Because like, we got a hard deadline, it has to come out before Skyrim, and it's like, we could release after Skyrim. But yeah, I don't want, because a lot of people want a Fallout New Vegas 2. I don't want that. I think that ruins the whole point of Fallout New Vegas, in my opinion. What I would...
Yeah, then you know too much.
Exactly. What I would absolutely love, is this, since Bethesda and Black Isle are owned by the same company, Xbox, and if they work together, I would love if they were like, "Hey, we're going to get the original team, or like as many people as we can from Fallout New Vegas, take what we got, what are the ideas we could not do, and just like make a Fallout New Vegas full remaster."
Mm-hmm.
Like cut content, not just cut content, but shit they wanted to add,
Yeah.
Maybe a new DLC or some shit. I don't know, but like just a full like a lot of one of the biggest criticisms is that if you do the Kaiser's line, there's not as many quests as there are for the NCR. It's because a lot of them are cut.
Yes. I remember that.
Just like, I would just love if they like expanded it more. But yeah, that's what I want. I don't want Fallout New Vegas 2. I want Fallout New Vegas remastered. I think a lot
of people would prefer that as well, from what little I'm aware. I am woefully underknowledged, underqualified to have any opinions on Fallout.
It's such a good game. It's such a...
Fallout 4, I was just like, that's the one I really started with. I've played 3 in New Vegas a little, but I'm just like, wow, I do not like Fallout 4. As soon as spoilers, as soon as I found out Sean was the leader of the Institute, I was like, this sucks.
That's stupid. What a twist.
Legitimately, I legitimately stopped playing the game the moment I found out.
I don't think the story's good, and it's annoying to me. I
liked some of the side shit, but I was like, this is mediocre still.
One of the things the only thing I really like, and I will say it needs to be kept for future Fallouts, is I like what they did with the actual power suits. The actual the suits, instead of it being like equipment, you have to like get into it because it is like a tank.
Yes.
I like that. That is a incredibly great design choice.
Yeah, no, the power armor. I think
Power
you
armor,
know they
sorry.
nailed the stuff that was like that gimmick.
Yeah. That was.
But overall, I was still like, this is still kind of mid though.
It was really mid.
This is cool, I guess.
It was really mid. I genuinely do not remember much about the game because I don't remember how much time I've had in it. I can see if I can find it, but like I played it for like I think it's 60 to 90. I'm gonna look up my Sony account, right? My PlayStation account to see if I can find it. But like genuinely, you could ask me like, do you remember this moment? I'm like, no, that happened.
No, I don't remember fucking any of this.
I remember some bits. I also remember too that there's some cool moments that they never break up on, like you know that bit where you put I can't even remember their fucking names. I know Nick. You put like a piece of the bad guy's brain in him.
That was the Kellogg stuff.
Yeah, the Kellogg stuff. That was cool. And then afterwards, like Kellogg like momentarily possesses him to like tell you like watch out or some shit. And then they never continue on that.
I think the gimmick is that it's like there will always be a part of me still alive in him.
Yeah, I just wish it could have like.
I guess cool, but I think that's kind of lame to be honest.
It feels like a plot thread that just ends, you know.
It's a plot thread that they kept around that never went anywhere.
But yeah, words. Yeah, I didn't like that. I also heard from one of the DLCs you meet a person who like tries to help people who believe they might be synths, because you can't tell if someone is a third gen synth without like killing them, basically.
Right, I remember this.
And one of the things is if he asks if you think you or your character's a synth or not. And the funny thing is, there's no canonical answer to that. You can answer like yes or no, and your character will like explain their reasoning why.
I mean, you know for a fact you aren't.
I wouldn't think you are a synth.
It's pretty obvious that you aren't a synth. Because, you're from the past.
Yeah, so one of the things they argue is that you actually died and they replaced you with a synth. That's before the start of the game.
Right, fan theory. Right.
That's what because if you answer that you think you're a synth, that's what the answer is, that they only their memories are really fuzzy before the bombs dropped. Like that bit that you play throughout the beginning of the game is like where their like memories start, really. Like everything before that's fuzzy, like, oh, I was in the military and I married my wife, but like other than that, it's like there's no actual like details, right?
Yeah.
But that's like the answer your character gives if they believe they're a synth. I don't know. I don't think it'd be true, because if it is, why didn't the Institute just stop you? Or like do something. I don't know. It feels weird that they would make you a synth and then put you under ice and then you escape with full freedom and body autonomy and
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that.
End up destroying them, you know? Like that just doesn't make sense to me, you know? But yeah. That's probably one of the few interesting things is that and you can bring along Nick, and he has like special dialogue with this guy because they're like brothers apparently, like in terms of
Oh right, no, that guy, right?
Yeah,
I know that story. I remember back when I was really into Fallout. I was like watching lore-based playthroughs.
Yeah,
there are people doing full playthroughs without talking and like just having detailing opinions on what was happening, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sharing what was happening, but with lore explanations. And I'm like, this is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but yeah, I don't think it works. But yeah, I don't like Fallout 4, TLDR.
A novel concept.
I don't think
this game was kind of mid.
The thing is, it's annoying because it was popular, but I don't think people. It's one of those things that I hear people like, for example, I mean, I don't think Skyrim's the best Elder Scrolls game, but people still talk about Skyrim like 12 years later, right?
Not just people have been playing Skyrim nonstop to this day.
Do you hear anyone fucking?
For some people, there is no other game.
Exactly. But do you hear anyone talk about still playing Fallout 4?
No, not a single person.
Like, I never fucking hear anyone go, yes, I'm still jamming Fallout 4. I hear people say they're still playing Fallout 76, and I don't hear people say they're still playing Fallout 4.
Well, Fallout 76 came out later, but fair shout.
Yeah, but it was only like 2 years, wasn't it? It was like 2018.
I have no idea, but I mean that's one of those like games as a service things, right?
Yeah, it is. Fallout 76 came out in 2018. Yeah, so it's about 6 years. But yeah, it's one of the. Yeah, it had one of the roughest launches in game history. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm shocked it's still a game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of people play it. It's really funny too. Or just like cognitive dissonance is that they had Rick and Morty's voice actors playing the game for like the live stream thing, like fully in character. And I'm like, that's so fucking weird.
It was very bizarre.
Also, that bag, the whole canvas bag debacle.
Right.
And then,
oh lord.
Also, too, I don't know if you know this one because it came out a lot later. The masks could develop a black mold that can potentially kill you.
Oh.
The power armor masks. Like, yeah, it got fucked. But yeah. It's like how I don't hear anyone still playing Starfield, and that came out last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Fallout. I love Fallout New Vegas. Though I will say that game is held together with rubber bands, bubblegum, and well wishes.
Sounds about right. For us. Games as live service, I imagine, are not the most durable programs.
Yeah, I am just trying to see if I can find my Fallout 4 playtime. See if I can. Yeah, I can. Sweet.
As much as I loved those, the one thing I am excited about that's Fallout related is the Fallout Magic the Gathering.
Actually, it looks genuinely really good.
Looks pretty sick. There's some cool shit going on there.
I will say, as someone who wasn't like actually that hyped for it, it looks pretty good.
I am I went from cautiously optimistic to, oh shit, this is actually pretty alright.
Yeah.
Looking.
Yeah, like
this looks like it'll actually be kind of fun.
Yeah. I was fully like
I was so ready to be disappointed.
Yeah, same. I fully thought that it could potentially suck. Like, I was just not interested when people said, "Oh, Fallout Magic is coming out next year. You hyped?" I'm like, eh. They're like, what do you mean, eh? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really care for it. They're like, but you're such a big Fallout and Magic fan. I'm like, I think that's the problem. You know? I was like, I'm not. That wasn't super hyped. But yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can find the... But I haven't played it in like 4 years. I hate the formatting notification for this shit. Yes. Oh, I played Outer Scrolls apparently on PlayStation. Outer Scrolls Online, sorry. But yeah, we're gonna get to those parts in Fallout when I get to them with my retrospective. Fallout 4 there. Nope, I can't view how long I played it for. Okay. Almost 2 hours, probably.
What's been 2 hours already? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 1 hour and 58 minutes.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I am excited to... I'm not like emotionally interested in honestly any of the decks other than I guess the rad counter one.
Yeah, I think the moth one is I think the funny thing is,
yeah, that one.
I'm more interested in the legendaries that aren't the commanders.
Yeah.
Like the Liberty Prime as my like energy deck instead of that, and instead of the Doctor. That lady that I don't remember her fucking name. But yeah, I'm not interested in really any of them. I am. We are gonna play them when it comes out, and I feel like we might either do like a roll for it or something, like who choose. I wouldn't. I just like the other commanders. Like for example, instead of like Caesar, have you seen Mr. House's card?
Yeah, I think Mr. House is pretty sick. Honestly.
Yeah, that looks like so much more fun. Instead of just sacrifice. I say as somebody who likes aristocrat strategies. But yeah, it feels like all the other ones are more fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards that I want to play around with in there, but most of them aren't related to the actual like face commanders. Oh,
you okay?
Yeah, no, I thought you were reacting to something.
Oh no, that's the sound of my mic. Sorry, I moved it.
It's all good.
Getting comfortable.
It just sound like a oh.
I haven't viewed the actual things recently. The only thing I will say about recently about Magic is that Chicago went really good apparently.
I'm glad they had fun while they were here.
Yeah.
I did not care about going to anything.
Apparently COVID tests are going out the wazoo though, because no one fucking face masked. Please face mask people at big events like this.
Yeah.
It's a super spreader event. I've already seen. Hi, Diddy Dingo. Thank you.
This is why I don't go outside. But thank you. Yeah. Hello, Dingo.
Yippee!
Yeah, yippee for the super spreader, I guess.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that just causes it. Just better be safe than sorry. Didn't know what that did. Well, I like it personally. Hopefully you heard it. But yeah, it's a spread event. I've already seen like 4 or 5 people who have tested positive on Twitter. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, the biggest complaint I have about it is Wizards. Please stop sharing so many spoilers. Please give me 5 fucking minutes.
Let me breathe a little bit, for fuck's sake.
Why are we getting Bloomburrow spoilers? That doesn't come out till like August. Don't want to see it. Please give me a. Also, Bloomburrow is Furry's Haven confirmed.
I'm so excited for Bloomburrow though. It's the one set I want the most this year.
Apparently it's a similar thing like Segovia. That if you teleport there, you like planeswalk there, you get affected by its planar rules. So
you aren't a human.
Yeah. So with Segovia, which funny fact you would have seen it, the Segovian Leviathan in Chandelier, the 3/3 for like 4 or 5 or something. The thing with Segovia is that it's a teeny tiny world. So their giant Leviathans are 3/3s, and their Serra Angels are 1/1. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you planeswalk there, you get smallified. However, since we recently went to that plane during the Phyrexian invasion, that does not affect people who go through Omen Paths.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to think of what their reaction would be with Bloomburrow. I know there's going to be no humans. I imagine they're not going to do a human planeswalker. But my reaction would be... Could you imagine what these people would react to if they see a fucking human for the first time?
I would love to see that.
Right? That'd be hilarious, because Rao's planeswalks there and turns into an otter, right? But like, what if someone just walks through an Omen Path? They're not going to be affected by that rule, apparently. Also, Vrask is alive. If people haven't seen that, I would love the explanation, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top, please give me the explanation why she's alive.
I'd love to know.
There was a bit of story that like she was shot by a weapon that Rao used because she wasn't fully completed. She was only partially completed, so he basically
some sort of arbitrary rules to keep the Blurbos alive.
Yeah. So she wasn't mechanically completed like the rest of them, like Nissa. Apparently, she was only like Phyrexianized in terms of like the Phyrexian oil taking over her body, right?
Yeah.
And according to the lore, he shot her with basically a space laser that destroyed the Phyrexian oil, and before they could figure out if she didn't die during that process, she disappeared. And now she's randomly on a cowboy plane.
Uh-huh. I don't. I'm happy that people are back, but
I'm kind of annoyed that it's a second War of the Spark. And what I mean by that is it appears there are no long-term consequences to characters.
maybe. Yeah, I don't like most of it.
Can someone please fucking die? That's actually important. Like, I remember before the conclusion, I think the Phyrexian invasion is where I stopped caring as much about the lore. Because, like, I remember leading up to it, and you were like, finding, holy shit, a Johnny's completed. Like, they completed a Johnny. And then, like, you know, like, all these people that were completing Tamio. I remember when Tamio was completed, that shook the community, because Tamio is one of those characters, which is not many people's favorites, but everyone likes her, right? She was fucking completed. And then they invaded, and they were getting completed, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, fucking Jace has been completed, the Harry, holy shit, they're taking out some, like, people, and now it's like, everyone that was important lived. But, like, you know, there's even rumors that Tybalt's alive. You know, but, like, the characters we don't care about died, you know? But yes,
Sorry, I was responding to something.
you're fine. Yeah, I think that's where I stopped caring.
There's magic. I mean, it's not like I'm buying anything.
Yeah, I don't buy much physically, if at all. The only stuff
I'm not buying, and I'm not giving money Magic anymore. I'm not giving Hasbro any more money.
The only stuff I have brought is Switch content.
Yeah.
Fallout 4. Let's see if I can view my. I haven't played it since 2018. I have 32 trophies in the game. I have 32 trophies, and I don't remember this game. 32 of 51.
Which one again?
Fallout 4.
Fallout? Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember this game.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I apparently played the entire game within 1 month, though. 1 month, 2 weeks is what I played.
That sounds about right for me.
But yeah, it doesn't have my playtime because I can't view it, but Jesus. But yeah, I get booster packs, whether that's I buy them or I gifted them. That's basically it. I haven't brought stuff. Oh, and the secret lair from last year, which I still haven't got.
Oh, piss.
Come on, Wizards. I fucking messaged you on December 19th, Wizards.
You keep messaging them more often.
Where are my fucking cards, Wizards? I swear to God, after all this, and they go, actually, we don't have them anymore, we'll give you a refund, I'm going to be so fucking pissed.
At least you'll get your money back. I'd be upset too, but at least you'll get your money back.
Fair.
But that's still fucking annoying that it's been this long.
But yes.
Man.
It has been a while. I think, though, now that it has been...
Oh?
It's now 2 hours and 10 minutes, we should wrap up. I will go get
Okie
food.
dokie. Yeah. Food is important.
I'm just see if there's anything good deals on the interwebs.
Uh-huh. And where are we gonna go?
Well, as I say, in terms of food, I'm going to get Donberry. In terms of person, good question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where are we gonna go?
Let me see who's streaming.
Oh my god, Hepper.
Hepper is streaming.
Hepper's with on Misa's channel.
I say you are a guest, so you get choice privilege. I was gonna say I was thinking Hepper and Misa.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking Rainbow Goblin Empress.
I don't have them.
They are doing a charity drive, fundraising drive, a donathon.
Either or, whatever works for you is fine by me. It is your stream, so I will not impose. I have no strong opinions one way or the other.
I'm gonna drop us off. Oh. Well, now actually we have to go to Misa because Banch is now there.
Buncha.
So now I can tease about Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a new Fugi for Hipper.
Yeah. Oh, hat.
Okay. Okay. Let's raid out.